Hey, everybody. Thank you all for listening. As always, this is Colin, starting the week with my little moment of appreciation to all of you guys, listeners, supporters, and especially to our Heroes of Vetera. Everybody is special, but the Heroes of Vetera, you guys are like just a little bit more special. So don't tell everybody else who's listening to this, but Heroes of Vetera, you guys know we got this whole, yeah. Anyway, onward into the show. Hello, everybody. Sorry for that energetic welcome to TABTA, the adventure behind the adventure of the Seventh Valkyrie, where we watch one guy go from total obscurity to maybe 7 seasons in a movie. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows, but maybe. Hey guys, welcome. What's up? We're back with our kind of weekly combination check-in with the series, check-in with you guys, updates on what's going on, and business growth podcast. What? Maybe. The reason I mention that is because something I'll mention later. First of all, what's up, guys? How you doing? Last week on Friday, Attentive Listeners came out. That is, I like that one because it's two things in this chapter that are fun. First is we get to see more of Strena, but second, we also get to see a little bit of BC caught off guard a little bit, and her interactions with May, I think, are actually one of my favorite interactions that I got to act out. Hard, obviously, because, so I'm not, as you guys can probably hear, no, we live in 2024, so no judgment, but I'm not a woman. I don't identify as one. I don't usually sound like what people typically think of as one. So it can be, one of the biggest challenges in my voice acting is usually is voicing female characters in a way, because it's obviously there's kind of the typical so an older abridged series, which is where I kind of first watched, these single man shows where people would voice all the characters. Women were just like, or hi. It was just like guys would just put on the most ridiculous, insane falsetto. And that's fine, that was good for that time of, life. But, this is a series that I think has a little bit more, it's not an abridged series of a 4Kids anime. I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series, and I think Dragon Ball probably. Anyway. So one of the biggest challenges is bringing to life those female characters in a way that does justice to them, and gives them the same level of emotional range and complexity without just shoehorning them into being Colin's falsetto. So it was fun, and fortunately May is one of my favorite female characters to voice because I can find her voice really well. BC is a little harder, especially because she's such a reflection of my own voice, but she's so similar but also so different. But yeah, maybe one time on the podcast I can go into, and actually this will come up later, so I'll bring this up in a future week, but about, that variation of how it works in the booth when you're trying to voice these multiple different characters and, trying to keep the conversation flowing without looking like, I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to hear more about that process and, getting into the voice acting side of things, because that's what brings it to life. And I'm not a formally trained voice actor, but I do love telling stories, so it's been interesting kind of learning that trial by fire. So Attentive Listeners is done. Chapter 8 is, Chapter 8 is Tangled Paths. So Chapter 8, actually, next week, we'll have a little moment where I'll get to check in with you guys and talk to you about the process of more about voices. So we'll talk more about that. Other updates. Today I first put out the first tiny little $1 a day Google search ad to, hopefully spread the word slowly. It says we're supposed to get 500 clicks a week. That's a lot. But also not a lot in terms of marketing. But yeah, just putting out a little taster, a little teaser. You guys have been awesome about sharing the series, but more little help of just more people having the chance to discover is great, and it's something that I want to try to keep going in the background and keep optimizing. As you guys know, in the background of my life, I'm a marketing executive, or not really a marketing. I don't know how you describe an executive anymore in this world. I am the top guy when it comes to creative stuff within our small agency of like 12 people. So it's like, ooh, I'm the executive of like my team. Anyway, but yeah, so it's funny trying to apply some of that business stuff and that business sense to my own project and trying to grow, like, with very little budget, this cute little project into something, like I said, TABTA isn't just about the adventure behind the adventure of like, hey, how is this created? But it's also about the journey of trying to push this forward and turn it into something, that a lot of people can enjoy. So anyway, that's what's going on this week. In terms of current events, I was reading a lot that my former president is going to be in a criminal trial this week, so that's controversial. Not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. You guys know my political leanings, but don't feel like diving into them right now. So about to hit our 7-minute time limit, so enjoy you guys' little 7-minute start to the week, 7 minutes or less, from the Seventh Valkyrie, from TABTA, from me, from you, from Kalamazoo. I don't know. I love you guys. Continue having a wonderful week. Hope that you guys paid your taxes, and cheers. Oh, that was a little thing, so talk to you guys later.